Huh? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Brendan here, aka Cliff Jumper, and something strange is afoot with our Corrado. Now go figure, a Corrado with a weird wiring problem. That would never happen. So clearly I am the outlier to the statistical norm. No, not really. All right, so you've got a Corrado and you've run into the situation where you hit the switches and your windows don't work. But when you go out and you use your key to lock the car, magically, the windows start to work. What could possibly be making this happen? And then you're like, all right, well, I don't know. Is there a fuse that's blown? So you hit the Google to find out what fuse goes with the windows in a Corrado. And you find all sorts of very helpful answers on VW Vortex and other owners' forums. Say, oh, it's circuit 15 and it's fuse S14. And that means nothing because nobody's showing you a picture of where the fuses are. And then you go to look at your fuses in the Corrado, and it very helpfully has all the fuses listed on the cover for your fuse box. If you happen to have the cover for your fuse box, I'll say a lot of Corrados are missing this because the clips, these little clips that hold it in place, many of them have broken over the years, and then people just get tired of the thing falling down on their feet and they throw it in the trunk or they throw it in the garage. Anyway, it's no longer with the car, it's gone. And even if you have it though, you're looking at this going, okay, great. Wait, where on here does it say Windows? It doesn't say anything on here about Windows. And when you go to fuse number 14, it says reversing lights. So I don't know, but do my reversing lights work right now? I'm not sure. Are they on the same circuit as the Windows? Yes, but if the fuse was blown for that, then why are they working when I use the key? It's really weird. And then if you're laying this down by the fuse box trying to line it up, you're noticing maybe that you check a fuse and it doesn't actually line up with the fuses that are in the fuse box. So there are a few very frustrating things about the fuses in a Corrado. I'm gonna walk you through a couple of things just to help you out because that's the kind of guy I am. First of all, if you have this and you're trying to figure out the fuses, you pull it out from underneath here, right? And you probably flip it over and go, oh, all right, well, there's the fuses. So obviously it would make sense. I would read it like this. That must be the orientation of the fuses, right? Wrong. That is not the orientation, because why would Germans print it in such a way that you could lay it toward yourself and read it and have it line up with the fuses? That would make sense, and that's not what German engineers do. So what you have to do is flip it around this way, because that is the proper orientation. Fuses 1 through 14, or however many there are here, 1 through 22, from left to right. That is the orientation of the fuses in the fuse box, like that, which of course means it's upside down. So you've got to then turn it, look at it and go, okay, well, fuse number 14, reversing lights, that's that one. And so now I can count 9 from the right or however many from the left. And then I can go underneath here and explore the wonderful fuse box area. So up here we've got our fuses, and they are labeled 1 through 22 from left to right. So if you're trying to line that up, that's how you find the fuse. Now, you're also going to find incomplete information about the window fuses online, because there are 2 fuses that affect the windows. The first one is indeed fuse number 14, which is 9th from the right when you're looking at the fuse box. And when I was looking at mine, I found, sure enough, I had a blown fuse. And weirdly enough, that only affects the controller from the window switch to the window. but it still allows central locking to operate the window. So if you use your key or your remote fob to close the windows with that, it'll still close. You can't open them again, but you can get them closed. So if you find that you're stuck and your windows aren't working and it's raining or something like that, you can try your key in the outside door, try locking the car and holding it, and that may roll your windows up if the windows themselves are not broken, if it's just a fuse issue. So fuse number 14, it is supposed to be a 10 amp fuse, and I found this 15 in there, and the 15 was blown, so shenanigans there, probably on me at some point. So anyway, yeah, put the correct 10 amp fuse in, but wait, there's more. There is a 20 amp fuse in there for the windows, and it is located, I'm gonna put this in the way that you would look at it. It is all the way back up here. It is not with the regular fuses down here. It is back up in here, and I think I got my thumb on it right now. That is the fuse for the windows up there. It's a 20 amp fuse. That is the one that sends power to the actual window controller. If that one blows, then you will not be able to close it with your key either. It'll be completely unresponsive. If that one blows, then you can close it with your key, but you can't close it with the window switch. So 2 fuses in order to make sure that your windows are actually working. And so I've done that now, and we now have properly working windows. Now, if you check both of those fuses and replace them and the windows are still not working, then chances are it's your window control module, which is in the panel back here behind the door. And to get to that, I'm not gonna take it all apart right now, but to get to that, you have to remove this interior panel, and they're back inside here. There's some variance, because on some cars, depending on whether you're left-hand drive or right-hand drive, the window control module may be over on the passenger side, or it may be on the driver's side. And there may be the control module for the mouses, sorry, the mice, whatever, the window tracks, the passive restraint window mice. One side has the control module for that, the other has the control side for the window module. Your mileage may vary. Just to give you a heads up about that. Those modules do go bad occasionally. Usually, if your window motor itself has burned out, it might have smoked the control module at one point in time. If you've had something mechanically go wrong with your window and you keep fighting it, that can make the module go bad as well. So check the simple things first before you move into the other things. If you like hitting the switch and you hear really bad noises like clunks and grinding and very bad noises coming from the door area, then chances are you've got a mechanical problem with your window, and that's a whole other thing I'm not getting into right now. But hopefully this amount of information helps you to do a little bit of troubleshooting, diagnostics, and at least now you know which fuses actually go to the windows on a Corrado. I hope that helped you out. Hit like, subscribe, share, and God bless you, and I will see you again another time. Bye-bye.
And on that terrible disappointment, it's time to say goodbye. We'll be back.